Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Alexandra Cutis here, Feel Your Dreams, health coaching, creator of Heal Your Teeth, creator of Heal Your Gums, the 6-week online programs that help you to ditch your dentist, save your cash, and learn how to heal your teeth and gums naturally at home. So we won't be talking about that too much today, but if you'd like some information on those courses, go ahead and drop an info in the comments. What we are talking about today is going to be EMF exposure and how to deal with poisoning stuff, right? Okay. So I've been a little loopy recently. I've been kind of distracted. I've been a little brain farty, which is not my normal state, right? Usually I'm energized, I'm energetic and like hyped and ready to go, feeling motivated, able to concentrate, because of my diet and my lifestyle, right? I eat foods that are really specifically amazing for my body. I do a lot of exercise, not a lot, but I engage in movement that is supportive to my body. And recently I have just been feeling kind of brain foggy. So I want to share with you, first of all, what's going on with the EMFs. So I moved into a new home recently and I started having really funky sleep and just not feeling well when I woke up and not feeling like I was rested. And that's really, really important to me. I have always been able to sleep very well. So that doesn't feel good. So I kind of did a little digging, little investigation, and I discovered that there are five smart meters outside of my bedroom window. So these smart meters they replace the traditional meter where a person from the company has to come out and read them, and now it's all done remotely. So it's more convenient for the company, the power company, but it doesn't really work well for the civilians because we are being exposed to much higher rates of electromagnetic frequencies, right? So there's electromagnetic frequencies occur pretty normally in nature, but with the rise of cell phones and smart devices and Wi-Fi and all of these different aspects, the exposure has increased. So this is like the dose makes the poison type of thing. So I want to also take a moment to address that, a lot of people, there is back and forth on this, right? Some people say these are the most dangerous things ever. They cause cancer, disruption in the bodily processes. And other people say they're perfectly harmless and safe. I lean on the side of they are not safe, but I also lean on the side of I don't want to be a guinea pig. I'm not interested in, waiting to see. And I am very skeptical of a lot of the science that has been produced today because most of it is interest-based, meaning that the science that says it's safe almost always comes from the companies that are pushing the product. That's how things are in America, where the burden of proof is put upon the company to show that their product is safe. There's no outside testing per se. And so we really need to, as consumers, take this, just being careful, especially if you have children in the home, if you have animals in the home, people with compromised immune systems, and just being aware that there's so many things, right? Food, the air, the water, now the Wi-Fi, all of these things, our bodies are resilient, but we need to support them by minimizing the impact as much as possible. And when our body says something to us like, hey, like through a cavity or through a migraine or whatever it is, we need to listen. So the first thing I'm doing there is I am working on making a homemade smart meter cover with a friend who's really, really good at this stuff, because the smart meter covers that I found online are about $100 a piece, and I have 5 smart meters, so not going to be doing that. So another thing that and the smart meters, they radiate about 160 times the amount per smart meter of a cell phone. So, I put my cell phone on airplane mode at night to kind of limit exposure to EMFs, and then I've got, how many? 160 times 5 cell phones in my bedroom, essentially. So it's not a wonder why I'm been having a hard time sleeping. So the second thing is grounding, getting out in nature and grounding, right? Like we have electrical impulses in us, and barefoot to the floor contact, to the ground, to the earth, helps to kind of ground, get out, helps with the inflammation, all of that. By the way, EMF exposure symptoms look like sleep disturbances, including insomnia, headache, depression and depressive symptoms, tiredness and fatigue, dysesthesia, which is a painful, often itching sensation, lack of concentration, changes in memory, dizziness, irritability, loss of appetite and weight loss, restlessness and anxiety, nausea, skin burning and tingling, and changes in electroencephalogram, which measures electrical activity in the brain. So just, have you ever experienced this? Let me know, like, is this something, any of these, if you've experienced any of these, you may want to look at how much EMFs you are being exposed to in your day. So that's the first thing I'm doing. So I'm building the smart covers. I'm grounding, and I'm spending as much time sleeping away from my apartment at the moment as possible. This is, often why people love camping so much, because you're getting out in nature and you're grounding, you're sleeping on the ground, you have fresh air, you're away from EMFs, you're doing activity, you've got, oxygenation. And so people think, I just love camping, but it's like reconnecting to who we are as humans, to how we've lived for hundreds of thousands of years. This modern life is very recent, and it's, disease is a civilization. People are dropping dead at 45, 55 from heart disease, which is not normal, right? In a modern, healthy society, you should technically be living longer. So it's something we want to look at. The second thing is that I have been impacted by the smoke. Here in California, we had the LNU lightning complex where we had very high heats, which created really record lightning storms across the state, and a lot of fires, like I think over 400 fires, and the air has been rough. So I want to share with you what I have done, only once, because I only felt like I needed it once, but what I have done when the smoke was really doing a lot to me, right? So I made myself a activated charcoal tea. So you can do this at home too. You want to be mindful with activated charcoal because it can, render medication useless. So before, if you take medication or if you have any health issues, really talk to your doctor, do extensive research before you shift anything in a big way. But if you go to if you poison yourself and you go to the hospital, they're going to give you activated charcoal, right? And activated charcoal, if used correctly, is safe, is benign, it's good stuff. And so I take about a teaspoon of this, and I'm not going to make it right now because I just ate like 2 hours ago, and I want to absorb all the nutrients from my food, and this would not allow me. So I usually do this right before bed. So I have the 8 hours, or whatever it is. I generally fast in the morning, so maybe I have like 6, 10, 12, 14 hours until I'm putting something in my body. And so I do a teaspoon of this, and you can really do that to taste. I do a couple of shakes of cinnamon, a little bit of Himalayan sea salt to boost the sweetness that I use. So I use maple syrup for a little bit of sweetness. This and the cinnamon make it taste more sweet on its own, so I don't have to put too much of this. Like I put like a tiny little splash essentially, and then adding in my milk. So, and a decaffeinated tea bag. Put those all together and I drink it. And the last time I did it, I felt so much better in the morning. I put a little bit on some meat for my dog to kind of help him get through all this, because obviously smaller respiratory system, and want to look after my little man. All right. If you'd like the recipe for that, go ahead and type recipe or send me a message saying charcoal recipe, and I will send that over to you. If you have any interest, we just closed Heal Your Teeth, the last round of Heal Your Teeth. But if you'd like to know more info on when that starts next, just type in here, down here, or send me a message saying Heal Your Teeth info. I am also opening up a program called Heal Your Gums, and I have very, very special pricing and offers for the first cohort. So if you are interested in that, please jump on that ASAP. It kind of depends. Obviously, let's see, today is September 4th. So, within the next 72 hours. Otherwise, obviously, we kind of have moved on. But if you're within that window, go ahead and send me a message. Actually, I'd say the next week. I'll still have some availability for discounts and special pricing and bonuses next week. So go ahead and type Heal Your Gums info or send me a message. All right, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, a fabulous weekend, and stay healthy.